Scuba diving. Exploring the underwater, breathing air from a tank, is one of the most exciting activities you can do. That is, if you don't have any medical conditions such as type 1 diabetes. Diving with diabetes is considered to be too dangerous and absolutely not advisable. Is it still true? Let's have a look together. In the past 20 years, there has been a drastic change in the medical attitude towards diving with diabetes, and today, if you have diabetes, your wish to dive and explore the blue might be granted. I've been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in 2001, and I'm a certified diver since 2010. People with diabetes, both type 1 and 2, have always been diving. For example, not declaring it before the dive, or simply having their own equipment and dive with friends without using any diving center. This is not a secret, and in 2010, when I first started to play with the idea to start my diving training, there was already a lot of data available about diving with diabetes. At the time, in Italy, an hospital in Milan started different projects with teams of hyperbaric doctors, diabetes doctors and scuba instructors to allow people with diabetes and to encourage them to get into the water and take their first diving certificate. The technologies and devices now available for a person with type 1 diabetes has made possible to reach and maintain such a great control on the glucose level that is possible to dive in absolute safety. One thing that I want to point out at this point is that I've been trained to dive as a person with type 1 diabetes. That means to include in the training safety procedures specifically for diabetes and to address every single issue that diabetes can cause during the whole dive. But this video is about something even more mind-blowing than just me diving as a person with type 1 diabetes. In this video we want to share with you Elisa's first experience in the diving world. But I don't want to be the one to tell you what happened, so I let her tell you the story.
Hi, I'm Elisa and I am 9 years old. When I was 2, I developed type 1 diabetes. My dad is a scuba diver and he also has type 1 diabetes. While travelling in Greece, he's been in touch with the Greek Scuba Diving Centre to do a dive. And while checking out their website, we came across a program for kids. He told me what scuba diving was and I started to like it. We wrote to the diving centre to see if I could do it. They said yes, but my doctor had to sign a medical form. At the beginning, they weren't sure if I could do it because not long ago the answer would have been a straight no. But now, things are changing, and luckily my doctor was willing to help and do some research about it. We had a meeting and talked about what I should do before, during and after the dive. We talked about safety and precautions, and they were happy to sign the form. They also want to help other children with diabetes to try scuba diving, so we agreed to share with them all the data about my glucose level. Finally came the day I could try scuba diving. We drove to the centre and they explained to me how to use my gear and how it worked. The next step, I was in the water, and after a while we started descending to the rocky seabed. Breathing underwater was easy, but even with all the weight of my gear, going down took a lot of effort and strength. I also had to equalize my ears a lot because of the pressure underwater. I learnt to clean my mask if water went in it. I also got to see an octopus and a parrotfish. Scuba diving was the greatest experience yet. I loved breathing under the waves and hovering in the middle of another world. I felt free like a fish. I hope this is just the beginning and that I will be able to do more in the future.
Now, it goes without saying that seeing another world between a normal person and someone with type 1 diabetes falling like this, it gives you a strong motivation to keep your diabetes under control. I have to say, this is a moment that I've been wished for many years, and having the opportunity to create this video is something that is really important to me. And talking about wishes, I hope that this video can inspire you, whether you have diabetes or not, to look for a local diving center and get more information about how to start your adventure under the water.